Hi, it's Roger here with a little video which includes monkeys. Not just any kind of monkeys, but the three wise monkeys. The ones that see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil. So why is it that on the one hand, when we actually think about business, and we go out and create businesses, some of us are really successful at it, while others end up with nothing but monkey business, where none of it's really that serious and it's not working the way we want it to? I put it down to these three wise monkeys. Actually, there's a fourth one there, as you can see, which is the one that does no evil, but that one doesn't kind of stick around for long because it's out there doing things. And I'm actually here at Monkey Forest at the moment, where there's a whole bunch of monkeys running around. And I wanted to just share this little video while I'm back in Bali before I head over to Europe in a week's time, because there's a huge misconception about these three and how they fit in the Eastern story of the three wise monkeys compared to in the Western story, which is the total opposite. And if you look at the Western side, the way that they actually think about, see, look, here's a whole bunch of monkeys, as you can see, all kind of running around. And hi there. And what's really interesting is in the West, the way we think about monkeys, or the three wise monkeys, is turning a blind eye. You know, see no evil, hear no evil. So we're kind of turning a blind eye to the whole thing. And it's a bit like not taking responsibility. And of course, if you do that in your business, you're not really watching what's going on around you. If, on the other hand, you take the Eastern side, which is not about turning a blind eye at all, is about just doing the right thing, you get the total opposite in the way that they're thinking. Right, okay. So, for example, if you actually take where did the three even come from, it's a play on words. So you go back to Japan hundreds of years ago, the first time they showed up on a kind of a temple drawing, they showed up because the three words for see no evil, which is a word called mizaru, or hear no evil, which is kikazaru, or speak no evil, which is mizaru. Each of them have at the end of it zaru, which is the word for monkey. So the phrase actually is then a play on words on the use of the monkeys in it. And then you have those monkeys that show up. And really, this is going back to the time of Confucius, where it's in the Analects of Confucian, which is the right way of doing things. It's also in the Eightfold Path in Buddhism, that the first four steps are about the right way, right vision, right intention, right speech, right action. Those are the first four of the Eightfold Path. And what's really interesting about that is it's not about kind of like not doing the things that you should be doing. It's actually about just focusing at the clarity. I mean, think about the difference of flow, which is clarity, compared to like static, which is stationary. Or I think about that in like a radio station, right? A radio station has got on the one hand the music, and then it has a static. And so this is about evil as if like you're talking about something which should not be there, something which is outside of itself. And when you actually start thinking in that way, what's my monkey doing behind me right now? I think he's actually trying to pick nits off the statue. Not quite working there. Yeah, if you actually take that thought process of actually like just doing the right thing, think about that being, yeah, okay, a little bit like you are in a business and you have a competitor that shows up. See no evil is about, instead of saying, oh my gosh, I'm really unhappy the competitor's there, you're actually asking the question. You're getting curious like a monkey. And you're actually asking the question, well, you know, what are they doing differently that I can learn from? You know, how could I collaborate with them potentially, or at least become their customer and learn from them that way? Hear no evil. You've got an angry customer. Rather than actually looking at it from the like, oh, I wish I didn't have an angry customer, think, hey, here's an opportunity to learn something. This is not like blindly being positive. It's about seeing the positive in a way which allows you to be curious and improve where you're at, like to open up a new sea of opportunity. The same when it comes to hear no evil. It's the same idea, which is actually, okay, if I've got someone speaking with me, my team member, my customer, then how do I shift that around? And then speak no evil, how do I then actually find the best in that and then be able to actually pass that back to them in a way which makes everyone feel not just better, but more expanded in terms of who they are as well. You know, this concept does go to a fourth monkey, which does actually exist in the four monkeys, but it isn't just sitting there. It is the one that's out there doing things. That's the do no evil. You'll find this in Google. Google actually has that as its main, yeah, I can actually see the monkey behind me as well as I'm talking to you, but hi, you said it's good to have company in these videos. The main saying within Google, the mantra within Google is don't be evil, which is all about the being and it's all about the doing. And that's, for me, the fundamental about this right now, is about actually realizing that when we actually take the right path, where we're clear, where all the static is out, it's not like getting into a monkey mind where you're totally confused about things, like, you know, what's wrong, why did this happen? Why am I more successful? Why is that competitor start showing up? It's none of that. It's the opposite, where you're actually saying, well, what can I learn from the situation? You know, how can I be more curious to actually expand where I'm at? You know, this is the interesting thing. Gandhi, even though Mahatma Gandhi had very little possessions, one possession he did have was the statue of the 3 monkeys. And that was because this was the life in which he chose to live. Is that I'm going to make sure that I'm not like, you know, seeing evil. I'm actually seeing the right way to do things. I'm not hearing evil. I'm hearing with purity in terms of the clarity of where I'm going. And I'm also not going to be speaking evil. I'm going to be always turning my speech and my words into something that inspires, something that actually can transform and change as well. And that's really what he meant with his quote that a few dirty drops does not make the entire ocean dirty. It's about when you expand your thinking, then no matter what issues and challenges you have around you, don't see the negative and the static in that, but actually transform it so that it actually becomes positive. All right, so I hope that has given you something. My monkeys have all left me. There's one final monkey we'll go and say hi to. But that would be the final thing that I would just share with you is as you're moving forward now for the coming month ahead, what could you do to not be seeing evil or hearing evil or speaking evil, but getting out there and doing the reverse. You know, the reverse of evil, E-V-I-L, is L-I-V-E. So from me and the monkey, until next time, goodbye.